Disclaimer. Before we get started, remember that Forex is a very risky business. Risk what you're able to afford.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Bruh.
Be aware of scammers online. Do not pay anyone to trade for you. Do not buy signals online. And there's no such things as a perfect trader. Manage your emotions and conquer the trading world. Put in the work and enjoy your profit. In this video, I will show you how I was able to get to this point. I will show you the technical analysis and the charts and the secret strategies that I used.
In the meantime, what do you say we get down to business?
So on here, this is a very risky one. And honestly, in case you want to trade this one, be mindful of everything. Like gold is the riskiest pair that you want to trade. Gold USD. Normally the movement of this price, then it's something that you need to have a lot of experience. I've seen people trading for more than 10 years, but are still having troubles with it. So I'm going to be showing you how I was able to manage. I normally do not trade this one so much because and how I worked my way in finding something that was going to work for me. I always look for areas that I'm comfortable with. Normally that those are areas of highs liquidity hunt, because normally price has to go where orders are. So I mark my take profit area, the one that I know or highly anticipate the price to go there. Remember, you're not predicting the market, but you're just following the market. So I found my take profit and I was ready to walk in with price so that I can get to where it wants me to be. So as you can see, I marked my lower low, the lowest low, and I marked the highest high. The highest high was which is going to be my take profit area. And in this case, this is an upward movement. And with upward movement, a bullish movement, I checked with the news to see what strategies I'm going to work depending on how the news are. Is it volatile or is it something just of the sort that is happening? Just like a very normal day in the market. But as you can see, the thing about gold is it's going to give you something nice, something really nice at a very short time, but it's the most volatile one so far I have seen. As much as it's going to give you money quickly, is also going to take away your money quickly. And I have seen that happen with most people. The thing is, you could be sure of it, but something just happened just along the way. It happens and you lose all your money. And excuse me. So as you can see, I did mark an area of I call it a breaker, because I honestly do think breakers are a strategy that you could be using in your day-to-day life. Normally, you just have to check on it. Well, as you can see, I marked my breaker level. This breaker, when it is, as you can see, it was taken out. When it was done taken out, price had to retest, and in this case, it retested and it took the low that was created. It took that low, took it out, took it out, and the new law created acted as a new area in the market. Okay, so normally I got a bit scared, but as you can see, I did find my entry, and my entry level was that the high that for the low to be created, another high was created, and this low is what acted like my breaker. As you can see, that high, which was a relatively high, was taken out. And when it was taken out, you can see price retested, price created an order block. And when that happens, you can see again price retested to that order block so that it can give us an entry area to get to a profit. And I was able to bag my profit over there, just as you can see. But I normally do not play on this pool because it's risky normally, very risky. And to be honest with you, I don't think it's something that I like to dwell on because I like to be sure of what I'm doing. I like not something slow, but something I'm very sure of when I'm looking at it. And in this case, that has to be other currencies. But I do gold analysis. I know so many people who have become rich because of it. They have made money because of it. And I think it's a good thing if you're confident enough to trade it. It's a good thing. So as you can see, I am checking time frames. The thing to be a good trader, profitable, you have to learn how to check your work. It's called keeping diaries. You keep diaries of your work. This is to ensure that when it happens again, you're going to be sure of it. You're going to know what is going on. Okay. So in this case, you can see I went to check the market, the news. Sorry, this is on Forex Factory. You can put that on your calendar or just an addition to your when you're doing your work, so you can check on the news. And I went to the metals. Into the metals, this is where you find gold, silver, all those things. And you find news, and this news, you'll just know what will it trigger something or will it not trigger something. And I was just checking for the news that would cause anything to happen in the market. And as you can see, when I was done with it, I checked for the previous day and the next day, so I can see the impact, how people are reacting, because people normally react to that. And I went back to check my work, and I think fancy just making sure that all the other time frames are well seen. Yeah, like I keep diaries of my work. I have to check my work, those that worked and those that didn't work.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
A bag of weed, oh, everything is better with a bag of weed. It's the only help that you'll ever need because everything is better with a bag of weed. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
Disclaimer. Before we get started, remember that Forex is a very risky business. Risk what you're able to afford.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
Bruh.
Be aware of scammers online. Do not pay anyone to trade for you. Do not buy signals online. And there's no such things as a perfect trader. Manage your emotions and conquer the trading world. Put in the work and enjoy your profit. In this video, I will show you how I was able to get to this point. I will show you the technical analysis and the charts and the secret strategies that I used.
In the meantime, what do you say we get down to business?
So, welcome. And this is going to be analysis of how I saw red. And as you can see on the chart, I am trying to mark the area of interest. I normally do start by marking my take profit, and I had my take profit just above. As you can see that movement downwards. That is why I had my profit. That is initially where I wanted to take my profits. Okay. And as you can see, price didn't get to that area that I intended it to get to. Well, it's kind of, I mean, no biggie, but I was disappointed because you can see I was still up on profit. As you can see, excuse me, the trade went up well. My analysis went, you can see this was a breaker that I thought was going to pan out, but as you can see, price got to this area and that was it. Well, I thought it was going to push above because it broke above that high, but instead that is not what happened. And when I was analyzing my chart, I was sure it was going to get there because you can see there's liquidity. The area that I've marked was my very important area, and I honestly thought that price was going to get there. Like with my analysis, I thought that it was spot on, that they were going to respect the area. But instead, that is not what happened because normally gold is very volatile. As you can see, I'm not angry because I do know, well, it doesn't matter right about now because the area that I intended it to get did not get. You can see I'm marking the lower lows and to the left and the right, and they were also there. It's not that I forced anything, they were there, and I checked that. And the area that I'm marking is what I thought would be the breaker. But I wish I would have taken my profit right there and left it. But instead, that is not what I did. I I got greedy and I looked for the upper side. So when a trade does not pan exactly as you want it to, I normally wonder what went wrong. And as you can see here, I'm trying to decide what happened wrong because I cannot see anything that I did wrong when I was taking the trade. But immediately when I lost money, as you can see, my take profit is always just below. My stop loss is always just below or above my lower lows. And as I told you, that is where price normally has its target because it knows very well that is where people will be going. There are orders just below that area, and that is where price is going to go just for purposes of taking out orders just below this area. The big banks, they knew exactly that people are going to be taking this as a high, and they knew the target was going to be the area that I put target. But what price did is it rejected that area. When that rejection happened, it knew immediately. You can see price made very rapid movements when that happened. That was because price was going to hunt for stop loss. So, and that is how I was stopped. It's not something I was proud of. I lost a lot of money, and the thing is, in this game, it's about learning, losing. It's a game, and make sure that your emotions are well intact so that you will not suffer majorly for very simple things. The thing is, the money is there, so don't lose your mind. This is a game of mind, and charts, and how well have you been able to manage your mind? Are you strong enough to be able to trade and lose and trade some more? Well, so I did have a bit bad day, and because that is a lot of money, that is like 1,000 pips. You do know that gold is very volatile, and that was a sinking hole for me. And I tried checking for other areas. I did not revenge trade, by the way. I did not do that, but I checked to see whether I was gonna get some other areas to trade, but no, that was not the case. I just took that day off and I went to analyzing my work, and I tried to avoid trading gold so much because of the consequences that they come with it. But other than that, I am good. And this is to motivate you. This is not to discourage you. This is to motivate you.